Welcome back to the community calendar. I'm excited. We've got Ruby and Darlene, and we're going to talk about clogging. I'm assuming that's a clog.
This is a clogging shoe, yep.
So tell me a little bit about the shoe, and then we'll get into some of the other aspects about what you guys do. I'm curious about the shoe.
Well, the shoe is so much fun. You know how they say that you kind of recycle in your life? Well, we're back to kids where we like to make a lot of noise. And we've got two, this is a little bit like tap dancing, but we've got two clickers on our toes and two on our heels. So they make a lot of noise when you dance. This particular clog shoe, these are buck taps, and they've got this metal up here. But most of us have just the bottom taps. But they're two pieces of metal here and two on the heel, and they make a lot of noise.
And we always say we can't sneak up on anybody because we do get noisy.
No sneaking.
Well, and that's a good point. We're not just talking about clogs for the sake of talking about clogs. We're talking about clogs because you two like to clog.
Yes, we do.
Right here in the Lakes area. So tell me about your organization.
And by the way, you can put these jingle taps on any kind of shoe that has a flat surface. These are just shoes from Sears Roebuck, but we do have dancing shoes also from Applause in Fargo. What did you ask?
Yeah, so tell me about your organization and what you guys like to do.
Well, we like to clog on Tuesdays, is our dancing time, and clogging originated back in the 1700s in the Appalachian Mountain area, and the Scots, Irish, German, and English people come over there from their countries, and the melding of their different kinds of dances became clogging.
Okay. So how did you two get started in clogging?
Well, it was about 18 years ago, and I had no intentions. I never even knew what clogging was, other than, you know, when people mention clogging, you need to call a plumber. And my sister and I, Bev Berg, and I went to a craft show in Bismarck, North Dakota. And we were walking around there, and pretty soon, oh, there's wonderful music come on, and these ladies who were about our age were up on a stage dancing, and they were having the best time of their life. And at the time, I turned to my sister and I said, we got to learn how to do this because they are having entirely too much fun. And she said, don't look at me, not making a fool out of myself. But you notice on our magazine here, she's the first one on there. And that's my sister, Bev Berg.
Okay.
She's the oldest of the group, and she's doing wonderful.
Yep,
So
it's really fun.
Our goal is to keep up with her and last as long as she does.
Yeah.
So how did you get started clogging?
It was 2 years after they had clogged, and a friend of mine and I saw it in Adult Ed. And she said, I'll join if you join. And I said, I'll join if you join. So we took lessons for 2 months in Fergus Falls, and we had so much fun. And then in January of that year, Ruby called me and said, do you want to join the group? I was so excited. And we have clogged in 3 different states. We go to VA homes. We really appreciate the vets in our community.
Love our vets.
So we've been to Fargo VA, Fergus Falls VA, and Lisbon, North Dakota. But we will clog for anything from birthdays to anniversaries to fundraisers, Relay for Life, church
All the
festivals.
nursing homes.
Yeah, nursing homes in DL. I made a list, and it's just unreal. The ones
It's
we've
every
been
one of
to.
them.
Yeah, Madison, Golden Manor, Diamond Willow Assisted Living, Lincoln Park Assisted Living, Oak Crossing, Winchester, Emmanuel Cottage, Lamplight Manor. And we try to design our program to the types of music that they remember, but we also bring in the new songs too. So we will do everything from patriotic to religious, pop, rock and roll, ragtime, polkas.
Anything. Yep.
Now, we've talked a little bit about the shoes, but I'm noticing that you're wearing vests as well. Is that part of the clogging tradition?
This is what we call our favorite uniform.
Okay.
But we really don't have anything special. When it's in the summertime and we go someplace, if we're going to clog outside, we've had culottes on and a t-shirt from a store and we all dress alike. But our favorite ones is this outfit, and we also have black glitter vests. And we actually, one of the things that we've done is to clog at a wedding of a kind of important guy. One of our cloggers' granddaughters were getting married, and she was getting married to a, what was it?
Quarterback from NDSU.
Yeah,
Wow.
and he was going on to a big league, and so they had a wedding at the Fargo Dome, which we clogged at. So then we kind of upscale, and we had black long sleeve shirts and black pants and our glitter on our shirts and stuff, and it's just been really fun, all the different venues that we've done.
There aren't many people who can say they've performed at the Fargo Dome, are there?
No.
But
That
you
was
can.
really fun.
Or at the Fargo Theater. One of the first performances for me, the church basement ladies were performing at the Fargo Theater, and they got a hold of Ruby and asked if we would be the opening act. And I think there were 600 people there.
Yeah, that was kind of a shock. One of the ladies at Grace Lutheran Church turned in my name for a church basement lady of the year for the states Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, and they happened to choose me. So we went up there, and then they asked if we would clog there, which, I mean, that wasn't something, formerly discussed, but we clogged, so we clogged something really easy, and it was so much fun. But, a couple times a couple times have been really scary, but it's still been so much fun, and that was one of the times.
Well, I'm going to be asking you guys to do some clogging for me today too, right?
Really? I didn't bring my shoes.
I've got dress shoes on, and I brought one shoe.
One shoe.
Well, we can clog with one shoe. That's all we need for today.
Oh, dear.
So tell me, if somebody wants to get involved in your group or learn clogging, what might be the best way to do that? Because you're always looking for new people to,
Right.
to join
We
up.
sure are. I would really like to get a shout out to grandmas and their grandchildren, because sometimes, grandmas that are our age, if they don't have a lot to do and are interested in this, they can come and bring their grandkids, because one of the gals here from Detroit Lakes, which you probably all know, she was a retired school teacher, Deanne Gottsmith. Her granddaughter, Trina, joined us when she was 8 years old. And she clogged with us for, I don't know, maybe...
At least 6 years.
Yeah, 6 or 8 years. And then, of course, she grew up, and now she's a mother with babies. But that's so much fun when they bring their grandkids, and the people love grandkids. And we practice every Tuesday at the VFW basement here in Detroit Lakes at the end of Washington Avenue. And they are very generous to let us do that. We love our vets, and they let us practice down there. And then when someone calls, and they usually call me, and my number is 218-847-7741. They can give me a call, and we're usually there every Tuesday at 1:30, and they can give me a call. But I like if they'd call first, because sometimes if we're out clogging, that's the day we choose to clog. And we go to Fargo, do a lot of clogging in Fargo, and around the area.
Great. Anything else that you guys want to mention about clogging? Or
It's
how we
just
can get involved?
wonderful exercise. You think, oh, I'm so tired. Well, then you turn on the music, and for some reason, the feet just want to go, and you get your second wind, and it's just so much fun. So it's good exercise. It's wonderful friendships. We've made good friends and been so many places and done so many silly things. It just makes me laugh thinking about the things we've done and the places we've gone. We
It's
pretty
been a-
much perform Mondays through Fridays. We like to keep our weekends for our grandkids and our family. But
And we've performed in the Northwest Water Carnival here 4 times on my husband's flatbed semi. And that was some of our favorite things. That was one of our favorite times when we did that. And usually we'd have 2 or 3 songs, because you keep rolling. But then when you stop, you better have a different song. So, and it always was 95 degrees. But it's a good thing we got a couple of retired nurses, so they take care of us. So.
Well, I appreciate you guys stopping by the community calendar today, and I certainly love your story because neither of you planned on becoming cloggers, and it
No.
just sort
No.
of happened. So.
And neither one of us had dance experience. I
No.
think out of the 14 members that were in the group at one time, only one had had tap dancing lessons. So you don't need to be a dancer. You don't need to have experience. We teach you the songs and the routines, and
It's just fun, no pressure.
Right.
It's not like you've got to, even remember things, because if you need to have a little thing in your hand when you're going to go out and perform, you can do that too, because, it's okay.
Great.
Not like we're professional.
no.
Well, thanks for joining us on the community calendar today. If you'd like your event or organization featured on the community calendar on Lakes TV 3, give Raina an email at rzima@laytonbroadcasting.com.